Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to C2L. I am Tomide.
I'm Kalpam.
Welcome to Chennai to Lagos. We've been away for a little bit, but we are back. And we've been away for a very good reason. We have been planning our wedding, isn't it?
Yes, we have been planning our wedding. And that just meant that, we're doing a lot of things every single day.
A lot.
And not only are we planning a wedding, we're also working at the same time. So we had to prioritize a few things, and unfortunately some things fell through the crack. And that was editing work.
Yeah, but we are here, and we have put a few things in place. So, you will still see us. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but apologies if we delay in posting. It's just because we're entering a new season and we're figuring out our schedule. We're figuring out how life is going to work. So I guess up until we get a hang, it would be a bit rocky. Yeah.
But anyway, guys, we are glad to be back. We've missed you. We've missed you guys.
We've been seeing all your comments.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
And you've also reached out to us on Instagram, so thank you so much. It's not like we don't see these comments, so thank you so much. We appreciate your love. And for those of us who've been asking about my family in India, they're doing very well. Thank God. They're keeping safe. Everyone is doing well. I know it's a very difficult time in India right now and all over the world, but mostly in India. So we just send out our prayers even before we start the video, and we ask, that everyone out there, please be careful, and just hoping for the best. The little that everyone can do is wear your mask. So if we could just all wear our masks, it could make a difference.
It can make a difference.
But my parents are fine. My relatives are fine. So just very, grateful that everyone is healthy.
Yeah, so a lot has been happening, and we are here to give you guys some major updates of the great things that have been happening. The first thing is we finished our pre-marital counseling.
Yes, we finished that.
AKA PMC.
Yes, so it was not a mandatory thing to do. It's every couple's, prerogative to choose whether they want to do this or not and why they want to do it. And we felt we wanted to do this.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
It just seems like a really good start to a life where you can sit down and discuss a few topics that you might have not discussed in your dating phase. So we got to discuss this. We had about 3 sessions.
Yeah.
So we did 3 sessions with this amazing couple from Nigeria who are pastors, and they're married for over 30 years now, I think.
I don't know if it's 30, but heading towards that, late 20s or so.
I mean, way more,
Yeah.
yes. And so, they took time out to just guide us on how we need to, I guess, start this new life together. And some of the things we should discuss before we get married. So it's never left to chance. So that's what we did over about 3 weeks.
It started with a whole questionnaire. It was 75 questions.
Yes.
It felt like an exam, and we were meant to fill them out.
Individually. So I didn't know what Tom wrote, and Tom didn't know what I wrote, and then we submitted our answers to them.
And I think for me, the biggest highlight from that was you realize we've been together for 4 years, but you realize that dating, being engaged, and being married are entirely different things. You can date for 15 years, but it's still not the same thing as being married.
And it's not the same thing as being engaged either.
Yeah.
I could see a difference of us having dated for over 4 years now, I would say, and then the last couple of months of it has been as an engaged couple. And that phase is so different from us dating. You think dating is so it's sealing it, but then there's engagement where you're like, okay, this is it, and then you're heading towards marriage, and you're like, okay, this is another whole level we need to unlock. It's like a gaming version, you just keep unlocking levels.
So it opened up my mind to see a lot of things that I had not thought about, because we talk about everything. There are a lot of things that we obviously had small conversations about. But I think really doing this whole thing, it opened up our mind to realize we have to actually we have to talk about certain things that we had never really thought about. Biggest highlight. What was your biggest highlight from the whole thing?
There were so many things, quite honestly. I think, first of all, it's just when we finally did compare our answers after the first session, I realized that we had given such similar answers, which was quite consoling to the fact that we think alike, and we want the same things from the marriage. And I think that's one of the main highlights for me, is that I'm marrying someone who is not having a very different mindset from me. They think different and all, but like there's some things we agree on, which makes life easier as we head into marriage. The other thing that's really funny is there was a question on how are you guys going to handle chores in the house, and we didn't have an answer to that. So,
well, kind of did. Like, we will do things together.
Yeah, but then, they were saying, our counselors in this case were saying how in the initial stages of marriage, you're doing everything together. Like, you want to wash dishes together, you want to cook together, you want to wash clothes together. But then there comes a time when, you start picking out your strengths, and then you do that best. Like, if I like cooking and I do well in my kitchen work, then I pick up cooking, and if he likes ironing, he would take up ironing. So it was interesting. I love ironing.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know what you like. Do you like washing dishes?
With a washing machine.
Oh.
Huh?
Wow. Washing dishes with a washing machine? You mean clothes?
Dishwasher. Oh my god, yeah. That's what I meant.
You're not good at that either.
Oops.
Gosh.
Oops.
I think one of the main highlights was just, for me, was marriage is made of two forgivers. And forgiving is not it's not a feeling, it's a choice. So I think I really resonated with that. To have a very long marriage, and we want to obviously have a very long, healthy marriage, is being able to forgive each other for some of the things we do. And that forgiveness might not be coming so easily some days, but you find somewhere in your heart to forgive your partner. And most importantly, that's the person you need to forgive, because that's the person you live with. So I think for me, like, that just summed up premarital counseling for me.
Just a little pointer. I think the word should not be long marriage, because Bill Gates and Melinda had a long marriage.
Oh, lifelong marriage.
That is the word. Exactly.
Lifelong.
I think for me, my biggest highlight was the fact that we need to create an identity as a couple. I come from an amazing home. We do everything together. And I think because of that, it's so... that DNA is so ingrained in me, But yeah, I think for me, it was really a wake-up call that we are on a new journey, we're on a new path. Obviously, everyone in the family is going to be involved, but it's so important that now we start to create our own path, our own identity, So for me, that's one of the big highlights. In addition to, the things that you said, a lot of things to unpack that we can't definitely just do in this video.
Even apart from that, we talked about finances, we talked about budgeting in the house.
So many things.
We talked about our jobs and our different scenarios of traveling, we talked about children and the planning we have for that. Even things, spiritual beliefs, family interaction on both sides, what that means now that we're going to be married, how we handle conflict when we're married, what are our rules in the house, are we going to have rules in the house?
That is a key one.
And then what do I expect of him, what does he expect of me in terms of roles in the house. So nothing was left to chance. I think we discussed everything at length and in depth. Also with the guidance of very, very wise people.
Extremely wise.
Like, if you just heard what they said for like a minute, life would change. So like, we are so blessed to have gone through that process with them, from an unbiased perspective as well, because as much as we know them and they know us, it's they're doing this from a very unbiased position. So they give it to you as it is.
It was great. It was great. A lot of things we learned. The whole perspective, I think it's changed. I understand it now, even from a more biblical point of view. The role of marriage, what we're meant to do. So it was, we learned a lot, and for sure, like, we are going to be busy with those questions. So that was one of the major things that happened. The second thing that happened is probably the best thing
That's ever happened.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Drum roll. Do you want to announce it? What happened?
Our families met.
Yay. Yeah.
So your questions are how? COVID? Kenya, Nigeria, India? Well, due to the magic of technology, we met on Zoom.
God bless you, Ekwan.
Yeah.
We met on Zoom. It was fantastic. We had my whole fam, my uncles, my aunts from all around the world. They were present.
Mostly from the UK.
Yeah, from the UK, those who are in Canada. Like, our families just spread everywhere. But it was so beautiful because I think you appreciate how far the world has come and how, despite the fact the pandemic, things are the way they are, we beat the odds. We were able to actually have our families meet, and it was the most beautiful thing ever. Most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah, I was truly, truly blessed. From my family, so many people came to represent and, stand in for me. That was, of course, my parents, and then my mom's side, her sisters and their husbands and their children. That's my cousins, and even my grandfather, he's like 95 plus, I think. He came for it too. So many people joined, and it is incredible that they took their time to come for this, because we had pre-planned this, of course. We sent invites, but they actually chose to come and represent their family and have a chat. And basically we just introduced ourselves. We said, hi, I'm Tom's uncle, hi, I'm Kalpa's aunt, and we did that introduction. And to me, I think it was an engagement. It was actually the engagement that everyone wanted, from a traditional perspective. As much as we had our engagement on the side, which is a major deal. If you watched our video on our culture clash, there had to be a family engagement, and this was that family engagement. So how it is, Indian culture, they actually had sweets at the end of it, so to celebrate the very amazing event that we had. So it was so beautiful. Tom's grandparents also came from Nigeria.
Everyone, it was amazing. And just seeing the interaction.
My cousin from Denmark. So everyone's different time zones, they still came, they still attended, they still stayed for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Probably even more.
And everyone just gave their blessings. That was the end goal, was that everyone jointly give their blessings for this union, and everyone did so.
It was beautiful. So check out a few things that went down.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you very much for raising a fantastic daughter. Kalpa is an amazing gift to our family. We are so grateful. We are so thankful, because we couldn't have asked for anything better. So thank you very, very much for raising an amazing, amazing daughter. I want us to clap for the family. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Wale,
so great.
We feel blessed to have your family as our family member united. Tom is a fantastic kid. We moved with him, we talked to him, and he's a blessed kid for all our family. And we too are excited, and we too feel blessed by God and my family that we are united.
How are you all?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. Your son is very good boy, huh? Tom is very good boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I know him. He's very responsible person also. We are also very lucky.
It's really a pleasure to meet everyone. I'm so happy to see this happening. It's beautiful to see that even in the midst of a pandemic, we are still able to come together. We're able to make these memories. We're able to meet our nephews. And it's beautiful to see that even in a time when many people are not able to come together, we've beaten the odds and we're coming together as a family, even if it's virtually. So it's truly a pleasure to meet everyone. I look forward to when I get to travel and meet everyone physically.
Welcome.
And we're very excited for the wedding and everything that's to come.
How she's doing, Kalpu? Kalpu is good, no?
Very good.
Obedient girl. But cooking, she doesn't know cooking, I think. She had to manage, no other way. She used to tell you are cooking very nice cake and very nice cook.
She's learning. I'm teaching her some things, and she's teaching
that's
me
good. She has to learn, no? Always.
Everyone, congratulations, Tom and Kalpa. Have a good start, actually. And I also want to thank everyone for joining together and have a greeting together. That's so nice to have you all here. Yep. So I wish to see you soon both together in India. I wish everybody and welcome everybody to India as well. So you're always welcome here. You can have things. There is a brother over here who can always come and we can share things together. Tom, teach us how to make jollof rice. You can come over here. Lockdown has given me a lot of opportunities to test my cooking skills. Actually, I'm learning everything. Baking cakes. I have just started baking cakes and doing things differently. So I just wanted to know this cuisine as well, Nigerian cuisine. So I thought I'll ask your help for the jollof rice.
All right. All right. Yes.
Separated by religion, caste. We are not separated by color. We are all one family.
Yes.
We must think, we must treat, we must practice.
Yeah.
Very true.
So guys, it was phenomenal. I think one of the highlights of the year, and I'm so excited. It's a beautiful family. We really look forward to being able to go down there and meet these guys in person, and for our families to mingle. One of the things that really came out from that is it's clear that a marriage is not just a union between two people. It's a union between the families, So it was so beautiful. Man, so beautiful. And we did it in a pandemic, guys. We did it. We actually had an engagement. And
I think God did it.
God did it for sure. God did it. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
because this is obviously not conventional. This is not how things happen in India or Nigeria.
Yeah.
So for it to happen with all these quote unquote complications that you would anticipate is a blessing, and it tells you color and all these other man-made things are just your own perceptions, because when we now come together as a family, we barely saw anything like that. We were just a family, celebrating two people. Truly, it was the most humbling experience, because we barely said anything. We didn't even say two words. Everything was
actually just towards the end, just a few things.
We were just asked a few things, but we kept quiet the whole time. Like, my dad and Tom's dad literally just took over the show and talked.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So it was so beautiful. I was really nervous, but it's amazing now.
It panned out well. As you said, God for sure just took control. It was amazing. I love our family. It's too awesome.
Yeah.
All in all, guys, it's been amazing. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the support, for the great messages, for the feedback you give us. We are grateful, because we feel like you guys are an extension now of us, and just a lot of support coming our way. So we just send love your way as well. We're happy, as you can see, a lot is going on. So we're getting closer to
the day,
a very special day. So guys, with that said, we're gonna close it here. We love you. Take care. Subscribe. Subscribe. Click that notification bell so you can see what's happening, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's going on. So, yeah.
There's a lot happening, and we will try our best to share it all
as much as we can.
Yeah.
On that note, take care, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.